Justin Bieber just dropped a bombshell that nobody saw coming, and the internet cannot stop talking about it. The pop star has transformed an entire warehouse into his personal streaming headquarters and is broadcasting his life practically every single day on Twitch. People are divided. Some think this is genius, while others are calling it desperate. Before you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe because we are diving deep into everything happening with Justin right now, and trust me, you do not want to miss what comes next. Let me paint you the picture of what is actually going down. Justin announced on October 22nd that he would be going live almost daily, and he was not joking around. This is not some low-budget setup with a phone and a ring light. We are talking about a full-blown production with multiple cameras, a team of technicians switching angles in real time, and what looks like a small army of people just hanging around. The warehouse space he built out looks like something straight out of a tech startup dream, with pool tables, basketball hoops, and lounge areas scattered throughout. Justin even gave viewers a backstage tour showing off all the crew members working behind the scenes to make this happen. The production value alone must have cost a fortune, and people are wondering why someone as wealthy and famous as Justin Bieber would suddenly decide to become a full-time streamer. The most shocking part is how different this feels from the Justin we have known for years. This is a guy who has fiercely protected his privacy and kept his personal life locked down tight. He married Hailey in a private ceremony, and they have barely shared anything about their relationship publicly. Even their son Jack Blues has only been shown from behind in photos because they want to protect his identity. So why the sudden shift to broadcasting hours of unfiltered content every single day? It does not add up, and fans are trying to figure out what is really going on here. Justin showed up to his first stream clean-shaven, and the internet went wild. Gone is the scruffy beard that he had been rocking for months, and in its place is the baby-faced Bieber that fans remember from years ago. The comments were flooded with people saying he looks refreshed and handsome without the facial hair. He told viewers that he is taking this streaming thing seriously and wants to bring people along for the journey. He compared it to a behind-the-scenes experience, but on steroids, because everything is happening live and there is no editing or filtering. Justin said he had done some streaming years ago on platforms like Ustream and Instagram Live, but this is completely different because of the scale and production involved. He even joked that it feels like living in the Truman Show with cameras following his every move. But here's where things get interesting. Hailey has been noticeably absent from these streams. She has not appeared on camera and does not seem to be participating in this new venture at all. The only time we have seen anything related to her was when Justin brought their baby Jack Blues on stream briefly, and even then, it was just a cute father-son moment that went viral. Hailey did leave a supportive comment calling Justin her love, but she has not joined him in the warehouse or been part of any of the broadcasts. Some people are speculating that she might not fully approve of this whole streaming situation, or maybe she just wants to keep her distance from the constant exposure. Either way, her absence is noticeable and people are talking about it. The content itself is pretty casual. Justin hangs out with friends, plays basketball, shoots pool, and has deep conversations about life, faith, and relationships. There are moments where he gets emotional and even cries on camera, which is shocking considering how private he has always been. Viewers are getting to see a completely different side of Justin that they have never experienced before. He talks about his struggles with jealousy, his issues with being dismissive toward Hailey, and how he is working on setting better boundaries with fans. These are raw and vulnerable moments that feel both authentic and slightly uncomfortable to watch because you can tell he is processing a lot of emotions in real time. One of the most talked about moments happened when Justin opened up about his relationship with Hailey. He mentioned that she does not want him sharing too much about their marriage publicly, but he still talked about his own shortcomings. Justin admitted that he can be dismissive and insensitive sometimes, especially when he is distracted. He said he does not like that part of himself, but he is learning to forgive himself because God forgives him. Justin talked about feeling like he got a second chance at life, and that God is not harsh with him but supportive and encouraging. This comment made people wonder if there was a rough patch in their relationship, or if Justin went through something difficult that he has not fully disclosed yet. He also got real about jealousy, and how even someone as successful as Justin Bieber struggles with comparing himself to others. He talked about looking at other people and wondering why their lives seem easier or why they have certain advantages that he does not. Justin said we are all our own worst enemies and that the expectations we set for ourselves can mess us up when we fall short. He encouraged everyone to give themselves credit and recognize that we are all dealing with the same struggles. It was a surprisingly relatable moment from someone who seems to have it all. The streaming setup itself is what has people really questioning things. The warehouse is massive and filled with expensive equipment. Justin already has over 110,000 followers on Twitch, and that number keeps growing. People are amazed at how much money must have gone into creating this space and keeping it running. There are professional clippers who grab moments from the stream and post them online within minutes, which means everything Justin says or does is immediately circulating on social media. He even reacted to seeing clips of himself being posted in real time, which was a surreal moment. But not everyone is impressed. Some people think this whole thing is a sign that Justin is running out of money or desperate for attention. Comments on social media range from supportive to harsh, with people questioning why he would do this when he already has 99.5 million monthly listeners on Spotify and sold-out shows at Coachella. One person said he must be going broke, while another pointed out that he promoted his Twitch stream to 17 million followers on X, but only got around 10,000 viewers, which shows that social media followers do not always translate to engagement. Others think this is just Justin trying to connect with fans in a new way, and that streaming gives him full creative control without having to deal with record labels or management approval. The vibe in the warehouse is hard to describe. There are always people around, but it feels like everyone is just there to agree with whatever Justin says. Critics have called them yes men who never challenge or question him. Every time Justin makes a statement, the people around him just nod and say things like yeah or for sure without really adding anything meaningful to the conversation. It creates this weird dynamic where Justin is clearly the center of attention and everyone else is just orbiting around him. Some viewers find it uncomfortable to watch because it feels like nobody is being genuine or speaking their mind. Justin also talked about learning how to set boundaries with fans. He said people sometimes take advantage of his kindness, and he is working on being more firm when necessary. He does not blame fans for getting excited or wanting to connect, but he also knows he has to protect himself and not let people cross the line. It was an honest moment that showed how difficult fame can be even for someone who has been dealing with it for most of his life. One recurring theme throughout the streams is Justin talking about faith and how it plays a role in his life. He references God frequently and credits his faith with helping him through difficult times. He talked about how God is not judgmental but encouraging and how that mindset helps him forgive himself when he makes mistakes. Justin also mentioned that thinking about someone with desire is the same as acting on it, which ties into his beliefs about purity and self-control. These spiritual moments give insight into what drives him and how he views the world. Then there is the whole situation with his mom. She recently posted online asking for prayers for Justin, saying she wants freedom, strength, clarity, and healing for him. The post made people worry that something serious was going on, but Justin responded by joking that the only thing he needs healing for is his pinky toe from playing ping pong. It was a lighthearted response that brushed off any concern, but it also left people wondering if there is more to the story that he is not sharing. Amelia Moore, a singer with orange hair, became a regular presence on the streams and seemed to bond with Justin. He told her it was nice getting to know her and gave her some of his merchandise, including a shirt with shoulder pads. She was genuinely excited and grateful, which seemed to make Justin happy. It was one of the few moments where he appeared to genuinely enjoy making someone else happy without any ulterior motive. Fans loved seeing this side of him and thought it showed his softer, more generous personality. Meanwhile, Haley has been doing her own thing. She appeared on a podcast and addressed rumors that she is managing Justin's career. She laughed it off and said there is no world where that would ever happen. Haley pointed out that she has her own business to run and Justin has his own career, so the idea of her being his manager is ridiculous. She also talked about being a mom and how much she loves it. Haley said she always knew she wanted kids, and now that she has one, she thinks any decision people make about having children or not is valid. When asked if she wants more kids, she said she thinks so, which got people excited about the possibility of more little Biebers running around in the future. back to the streams, Justin continues to go live almost every day, and the content keeps coming. He plays basketball, hangs out with friends, has deep conversations, and occasionally gets emotional. The whole thing feels like an experiment in vulnerability, and people are either fascinated or confused by it. Some think this is the future of celebrity, where stars give fans direct access to their lives without filters or editing. Others think it is a bizarre choice that will not last long. What makes this even more interesting is that Justin has always been so protective of his privacy. He has fought against paparazzi, limited what he shares on social media, and kept his family life out of the spotlight. So this sudden decision to stream for hours every day feels like a complete reversal. Maybe he is trying to take control of his narrative by showing people who he really is instead of letting tabloids define him. Or maybe he is just bored and looking for something new to do. Either way, it is working because everyone is watching and talking about it. The warehouse setup is elaborate and clearly expensive. Justin has a full team managing the production, and the space is designed to look cool and inviting. There are couches, games, and areas for people to hang out, which gives it a relaxed house party vibe. But there is also something unsettling about it. The constant presence of cameras and crew members makes it feel less like a casual hangout and more like a carefully orchestrated performance. Even though Justin insists this is just him being himself, it is hard to ignore the fact that everything is being watched and recorded. People on Reddit and social media have mixed opinions. Some love that Justin is opening up and showing a different side of himself. Others think the whole thing is strange, and that he should focus on his music or family instead. There are also concerns about his mental health, especially after his mom asked for prayers, and he has been seen crying on stream multiple times. Some fans worry that he is going through something difficult and using streaming as a distraction or coping mechanism. Justin blocks certain words from the chat, including anything related to controversies or sensitive topics. People noticed that mentioning certain names gets you banned immediately, which shows that while he wants to be open, there are still limits to what he is willing to discuss. It is a reminder that even though this feels unfiltered, there is still a level of control and moderation happening behind the scenes. The streams have also sparked conversations about fame and parasocial relationships. One person on social media said the era of pop stars is dead and the parasocial age is here. They argued that celebrities are now expected to give fans constant access to their lives and that streaming is just the latest evolution of that expectation. Justin seems to be embracing this new model even if it feels uncomfortable at times. What happens next is anyone's guess. Will Justin keep streaming every day, or will he eventually get tired of it? Will Hailey ever join him on camera, or will she continue to stay in the background? And what is the real reason behind all of this? Is it about money, attention, connection, or something else entirely? These are the questions everyone is asking, and only time will give us the answers. One thing is for sure, though. Justin Bieber has everyone talking, and that might be exactly what he wanted all along.